Hello and welcome back to my channel, or just welcome if you're new here. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing the trainers we moved to when we decided to go diaper free. If you are unfamiliar with me and with Elba, I'm common free. We have been doing elimination communication since Elba was born. I'm a first-time mom to Elba. On my channel, there are loads of videos about our elimination communication journey, starting from newborn, the phase thereafter, the phase thereafter, the phase thereafter, the phase thereafter. So I've made update videos that you can check out. When we decided to go diaper free, we didn't go from diapers to nothing. We went from diapers to trainers. And in today's video, I'm going to be discussing trainers and showing you which trainers we purchased, and just sharing a little bit about our experience with using those trainers. Why I'm doing this is in the hopes that this will be useful or just interesting information for other parents who decide to do elimination communication, because most trainers are made for the average potty training age, which is not 1 year old. And that's what I'm going to be discussing in today's video, is cloth trainers specifically for elimination communication babies who are typically younger than the average potty training age, and therefore what you're looking for is a trainer that fits a young baby. One of the big things that I am going to discuss in today's video is that the book, Go Diaper Free by Andrea Olsen, she also has a company called Tiny Undies, and they specifically make trainers for elimination communication babies. I did purchase those and I will show them in the video. The only exception to showing trainers in this video is that I'm going to show the Tiny Undies underwear from Andrea Olsen's Go Diaper Free company. The name can be a little bit confusing sometimes because the name of the company is called Tiny Undies, and the Tiny Undies are the tiny underwear, but they also have tiny trainers for EC babies. We also did cloth diapers, so when we moved away from diapers, I wasn't going to look into disposable trainers. We haven't used any disposable trainers. I can't comment on that. Okay, but let's put the camera off. Okay, that's probably relevant for the video. I should go throw this out. But something worth noting with our EC journey is that Elba still wears diapers when she's sleeping. So she just woke up from her nap. Yeah? So Elba still wears cloth diapers when she sleeps for nap and for normal sleep. And then because she's communicating a lot more, we used to do transition potty offering. So basically as soon as she wakes up, I would offer potty. But now that she's communicating a lot more, I don't necessarily do that. So after her nap, I brought her down here, we started filming, and she was still in the diaper. When she told me now she wanted to go potty, when she does her first wee, is when I'll take this diaper off now and then replace it with one of the trainers, which is what she's currently wearing. The final thing before we actually start speaking about all the trainers is that Elba is currently 16 months old. I've been meaning to film this for a while. We moved to trainers when she was 1 year old, but the beauty of the delay in filming this is that she's now upped some of the sizes. So I can discuss companies where the cloth trainer didn't initially fit, but it does fit her now, which is great. When I speak about cloth trainers or trainers, I think some companies refer to them as like potty pants or training pants or whatever. So essentially what they are is, these are all reusable ones. They're not absorbent enough like a cloth diaper to hold a huge amount. Probably most of them are not even able to hold like a large wee. They're just there to catch a minor miss, or the times when your kids wee, because remember EC kids are still very young. They might be caught off guard, didn't know that they needed to go. So they kind of wee a little bit and then they tell you, the trainers catch that. So that's the big difference between a trainer and a trainer and a diaper. Let's go through the ones that I purchased, starting with the ones from Andrea Olsen, the Tiny Undies one. I've really been wanting to film this so that I could take them out the packaging. I'm going to show you this one. This is the larger size one. We have been wearing a smaller one. And by we, I mean Elba. So the great thing about Tiny Undies trainers is that they're made specifically for EC babies, which is awesome. They are by far the company I found that makes the smallest one. So if you've got, first of all, a small kiddo, or second of all, you decide to go diaper free much earlier, they're probably one of the only brands that's going to fit your kiddo. But I'm really going to talk about sizing with that company because that's one of the things that people do typically note when purchasing these. I understand with elimination communication because it's not that popular and it's not that common. A lot of moms who do EC don't have other mom friends who do EC. If you can, try to build a community of moms who do EC, because one of the huge things for me is that I live in Canada and these have to be shipped into Canada. Now, I don't want to make a mistake with the sizing because I'm paying for shipping. I'm also paying import taxes and duties. Thankfully, I did have an EC mom friend who brought over her kiddos tiny trainers that I could try on, and that was major for me because those were size 18 months. I tried them on Elba when she was 11 months old and they did not fit at all. Like, I couldn't even pull them up, kind of not fit. So I immediately knew, okay, 18 months is not going to work for us. Thankfully, that mom also had the 1T size, so the one size up from that, but she didn't have the trainers in that, she had the underwear. And I tried on that, and that was good to know because those I could pull up, but they were too tight around the legs, which meant that by the time I'm ordering them, they're shipping, they take a while to get to me, those are definitely not going to fit either. Sorry, I don't think there's a T one. 2T. So the 2T ones I understood would not fit. And based off of that experience, I then ordered the 3T and the 4T ones for Elba. What's also amazing, if you do have, you do have an EC mom friend, is that you can share shipping if you are purchasing from a company where you need to pay shipping, which again is what me and this EC mom did because they were moving to the underwear in a bigger size. So that's my first tip. If you are ordering from Tiny Undies itself, find a way to try them on, maybe purchase some of the cheaper underwear on Facebook Marketplace or measure your kiddo because in my opinion, they do run small. I am yet to find an EC mom whose kid fit the size that they were wearing. And this included kiddos that are usually smaller in size or the same size as what they're wearing in terms of clothes. So at the time that Elba was wearing the 3T tiny trainers, she was wearing the normal size clothing for her age, meaning she was wearing 12 to 18 months at that point. So the sizing is, in my opinion, a bit small on those ones, but an amazing thing, and I've discussed this in my other videos, my preference is always to go 100% natural with the things that the things that Elba wears. Okay, I do compromise with that here and there, but it's typically my preference to go like 100% cotton, or sometimes here and there bamboo and so forth. I'm going to show the cloth diapers. Not all of them are 100% cotton, but the nice thing about the Tiny Undies company is that they are 100% cotton. There's another thing that I just want to discuss with them. Like I'm saying, I really like them. So this is something that I think is worth sharing. Is that when you wash them, they're cotton, and cotton does typically shrink a little bit when you wash them. But I did experience quite a lot of shrinkage, I would say. And then also what happens is like this, they bunch. And I knew that this would happen because the EC mom friend who let me try on hers, when she let me try them on, they looked like this. Just for a close-up is like they're super scrunched up. Now, to be fair to the company with this might be on me, 100% cotton, and then it says machine wash, cold, tumble dry, low, don't bleach, blah, 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 blah. Now, I did not wash cold with them. Maybe if I had washed cold, this would not have happened, but I wasn't willing to wash cold given that it is a trainer and urine goes in them. So the bunching was a risk I took. I tried to wash on like the lowest warm setting that I have, but I did not follow the wash instructions. No! So if somebody has purchased those and you did follow the wash instructions, please comment down below if you experienced that bunching. The downside of the bunching, of course, is that, like I said, these do run small, and it made that they did not fit for as long as I wish they had fit. So we've already stopped using them. I think we stopped using them about a month ago or so, maybe even more than a month ago, which means that the total use we got out of them was 3 months, which is not very long. But let me just show you the kind of difference between what they look like before you wash them. I meant to keep some in decent quality. This one, I guess, is a little bit least bunched. Yes, my lifey. All right, this one I did manage to keep in okay quality. Thank you. So let me just open this to show you what they look like when they're not bunched. Ja, nog warmer. En dan ook die in. I purchased them in packs of 3. And this is what they look like. As you can see, it is pretty nice quality. What they kind of remind me of is period panties for women, like reusable menstrual underwear. They're very similar in design to that, except I think they have a bit more of the absorbent part. So the absorbent part runs from the front up here and does the entire back right over there. Another thing to note on the sizing with these, just for if you're considering purchasing them and you want to measure, the place where these stopped fitting the fastest or didn't fit was around the legs. The leg hole is where they didn't fit. Now that's important to note because these are made for EC babies. They do have a different build to older kiddos, so even if an older kiddo is on the small side, they've got a different build to a baby. And as they're like doing different movements, their body shape changes. A lot of the other ones were too large around the leg, where this one became too small around the leg quite quickly. Back to something that I loved about them. I wish that I could show you a nicer version. All right, I'm gonna just put a picture of it on the screen so you can see what it looks like. They have this precious little bear on the front, and I'm super excited about that because this helps your kiddo learn how to put them on because the bear faces them, not faces outward like a typical picture. Like you'll see there the bear. Also what they have, these orange things here on the side, which helps your kiddo to put their hands there when they're pulling them up and pushing them down. And they have different colored legs, again, so that you can discuss it with your kiddo around putting their legs in. Elba used these when those things weren't really as applicable. She wasn't into dressing herself just yet. She is now, but unfortunately now these don't fit. I really wanted all of my tiny trainers to be this design. However, they did not have these in the 40 when I was ordering. And like I said, I was paying shipping and import duties. So I didn't want to wait and then order them when they came into stock. Why I only have these in the 3T. So while I'm mildly disappointed about that because I wanted these, I guess a small benefit of getting these ones instead of these is that the little bear design also wears very quickly in the wash. From the first wash, even, the bear started to discolor already. So there is none of these where the bear still looks good quality, where the underwear that I have in that same size and have washed many times, they still look perfect. So if you're looking for something that's going to maintain its look, first of all, probably follow the wash instructions and don't wash them on warm. And let me know if you get them to come clean doing that, because maybe that's what I should have been doing. Anyway, buying the one color only ones is great. In terms of resale, because I've spoken about this before, it's not always that easy to get these if you don't live in the US. So people do like to sell the EC stuff on Facebook Marketplace to other EC people. If you want to have a better resale value, maybe stick to some gender neutral colors. Because I have purchased, are they in here? No. I have purchased the tiny underwear from somebody in a different province in Canada. I didn't really care about the color of them, so they're gray and green. Anyway, let's say the final thing about these, and that is the absorbency of them. So they are trainers. They're not cloth diapers. They are not going to hold a large size wee. They might not even hold a medium size wee. They will hold a medium size wee if you put a cover over them, but the reason that I wanted to move to trainers is having something faster to take off and to put on. So my diapers are diaper with a cover over, and I don't want to do that with the trainers. That's why I still use diapers when we go out and about rather than trainers, but I might start switching that up. We'll see. I'm gonna compare these to others that you're gonna see. As you can see, there's nothing plastic on the outside of these. So that's why they do recommend, if you want them to hold more, put some kind of like plastic cover or wool and lanolized cover over it, rather than just having it be this. I'm grateful I filmed them now so we can start using them. I'm gonna pack these away now and move on to the next trainer. Moving on to the next trainers that I got. I placed an order from a cloth diaper company that's based in Calgary. They are online, so if you're in Canada, you can purchase from them. I've ordered cloth diapers from them before. I really love their selection. So I had to look at what cloth trainers they had, because some cloth trainer companies that make trainers for like the average potty training age have trainers that are extra small or small in size. I'm going to show the ones that I purchased then. Right, so first up is what Elba is actually currently wearing, which we need to size them up now. So they're these ones. Yeah? Yes? Hello. They're called Little Learners, and they're from a company called Kanga Care. Yes. And I think of the cloth diapers I have, they are the only ones that are like polyester. Through and through, these ones are not natural. That is it, Daffy. However, I still got them because, like I said, I do prefer cotton, but I compromise now and then. They were a good price. They come in packs of 2. Elba's wearing the other one, so that's why I only have one here. They're very nice, and according to the claims in the description, they can be used for night times and naps because they can hold an entire wee, which is what drew me to them. As you can see, they have the plastic outer part, which helps that stuff doesn't leak out. But when they're on an EC baby and they don't fit well, where you'll experience the leakage is through the legs. So that's the one thing you want to be mindful of with cloth trainers that are made for older kiddos on an EC baby, is check the leg fit. And I'm okay with a little bit of leakage, so she did sometimes wear trainers that didn't fit well around the leg, and then it would leak if there was a miss in those trainers. We put these to the test a few times and they do hold up well in terms of absorbency. The other nice thing, I purchased these, like I said, in small, but also in medium. I really like their designs. I feel like they look really nice. They come in packs of 2, but the design isn't exactly the same for both of the ones in the pack. Small, medium. I'm gonna show you up close. Sorry, this one has some stuff on it. I think it's toothpaste from when Elba was brushing her teeth, but anyway. This is the medium one. You can see it's really nice. I really like the designs. The small size, unlike the medium size, has the clips on the side so that you can take it off easily. When I put them on, I always put them on like underwear because that's part of the journey. Yes? For her to learn to put them on herself. So when I put them on, I always put them on like this. When I wanted to take them off quickly, I would pull on this. This is made so that you can take them off quickly to put them onto the potty, but I will say that the studs, nice and sturdy, so your kid probably can't take them off themselves, does make that they're not like one-handed pull-off kind of trainers, at least not for me. The medium size doesn't have that, so these are just up and down. We'll be moving to these in this week. So that means from 12 months old, these did fit Elba. Probably for the first like 3 weeks or so, the leg was not an ideal fit, especially when she was in like an interesting position, then it wouldn't hold closed nicely. So if there was gonna be a leak, it was out the leg hole. But shortly thereafter, they fit great. Now that they're a little bit small for her, where they stopped fitting first is here. So this is a little bit tight now. They have a nice thick band, which you want. Smaller kiddos do have like a little bit of a belly. You don't want like a small band that's going to sit tight on their belly. You want something that's going to be comfortable for them to move around in. Which these, in my opinion, do have. I think they're a great fit. They fit really nicely. I would recommend these to people. The main downside for me around them is that they are polyester. That's the only thing. They're a more affordable option. I'm going to link all of the ones, if I can find links to them, in the description box below so that you can check out the prices of the various ones. I think these do come in extra small, but the company I purchased from, they didn't have them in extra small, so I purchased small and medium. Next up is probably one of my favorite ones. These are the thirsty ones. I purchased them in small and medium. This is the small one that sweet little fireflies on. And then this is the medium one. What I love, 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 love about these is that they are all of the parts. The main part that fits your baby is organic cotton. Vill du lite kvar? The outside is the polyester part, which the main thing that I'm worried about is the part that is touching my baby. My favorite part about them is that they're organic cotton, but also they have a nice thick band, which is not too tight. So the thick band makes that the fit is very comfortable. They're very easy to put on and very easy to take off. The take off, because you're offering potties several times a day, you want something that's easy to pull up and to push down. And I find that these are. Their elastic is really nice in that it holds tight where you want it to hold tight, but it isn't so tight that it makes putting them on or taking them off difficult. The one thing about them though, compared to the other ones, is they did take longer to fit Elba, particularly in the leg department. So their leg hole is bigger than some of the other ones. So they used to leak out the leg. The leg also doesn't have the plastic covering that I can see, which means that if it's going to leak somewhere, it's going to leak out the leg hole. These do have a decent absorbency, in my opinion. They will hold a medium-sized wee. We haven't had any poops in the cloth diapers, so I can't tell you what happens with that, but if it can hold wee, I think it can hold poop. Because they are a little bit bigger, even though they're small, they are a little bit bigger, and they don't look like it, but they are, than the other small. Took a little bit longer to fit, but they're still the only small size, I think, that still fits her. So she'll still be wearing this for a while before we size up to the medium one. This one, probably this one too, will become the nap trainers, and sometimes she does, if she just falls asleep. She does fall asleep in these. So I think they are a great option. And those are the only ones that I purchased from, I think the company is called Cloth Diaper Kids. But then shortly after that, somebody on my Instagram let me know that a boutique was having a sale on the trainers that they used, and I ended up purchasing those, which I'm going to show you now. I purchased a lot more than what I have to show because the other ones I have... Okay. I have lent to a friend. These are from a company called Apple Cheeks, and they also, for me, resemble what period panties look like. They also give like the apple bum that people can picture, because they've got the more like cut look over here relative to the others. They come in really, really sweet options. So like I said, I have several more of them. I have 4 in the size small and 2 or 3 in the size medium. And they all have like this lovely design here, and many of them come in just one color, but the colors are really nice. I really like that. These are nice. They are, in terms of like everyday use, I really like to use them similar to how I use the tiny Undies one. They're easy to put on, they're easy to take off, they don't hold a bunch. They're pretty minimal in terms of like a bulky look or feel or anything like that. So these are definitely ones that I grab and take, use often, is these ones, which is why one of them is in the wash. They do have a bit of a smaller band, but I didn't find that the elastic was unpleasant or in any way like constricting. These small ones fit Elba from when she was 12 months up until about a month ago. So I'd say from 12 months to 15 months, they fit for her. Then we moved on to the medium-sized ones, which is what she's currently wearing. The one thing I will say about them, but it's not a negative thing, just because they have this padding here, the way that they sometimes fit is just like it kind of stands out rather than sits like tight against the skin. But no. To conclude around the Apple Cheeks ones is they're mostly natural. So of course this outside area is polyester, it's plastic, but then the inside is the 70% viscose from bamboo and 30% cotton. Viscose from bamboo can be great or not great depending on how much it's processed. So if and when, I will typically lean towards just 100% cotton, but here and there, I still use the viscose bamboo. The organic clothing that I wear is viscose bamboo. These were a fantastic option, given that when I purchased them, they were 50% off. So I could buy a whole bunch of them at a very reduced price, which was awesome. While we took a short break, I did manage to find one of these that I kept in quite good condition. I tried to keep one that we didn't use much, like so that I could film this and show you what they are supposed to look like. So yeah, you can see. They look really nice when you get them, and then I wash them a lot on warm, so that's what they look like. And that is a sum total, not of all of my cloth trainers, I'm still gonna show you, of the ones that I purchased when Elba was around 12 months old. So when we went diaper free, that's what we moved to, is all of the ones lying around here. Since then we took a trip to Nelson, British Columbia, and it was a cute little shop there that sold secondhand cloth, diapers, and trainers. That's not something that I see in a lot of secondhand shops that I go into. Secondhand baby shops don't often hold those, but I was like, amazing! And they had quite a few different trainers, which I ended up purchasing. So I'm gonna show you. So first up is these. They were $2 each. I did know at the time of purchase that they probably wouldn't fit Elba because this trip we took was like a month ago. But I purchased them nonetheless with like thinking, you know, maybe I can use them for a future baby because they seem really nice. They seem similar-ish to the tiny undies in that they're just entirely cotton. There's no polyester part on them. And again, very like similar to period panty feel, except the absorbency goes right to the top in the front and the back. I tried to Google these. I don't know much about this company. So if you're familiar with it, because maybe it's just not available in Canada, maybe I'm just not finding it, but the company is called Joe Boxer. The one maybe not so positive thing that I can say about them, we couldn't really try them out because they were too small for Elba at the time I purchased them. But that's what I'm gonna speak to, is that these say 2T and they didn't fit Elba, and she's not 2T, she's 16 months old. So similar to the tiny undies, these seem to run very small. They also have quite a narrow look to them, so I was wondering, like if they go on a baby, so say I use them for a future baby that's got like a bit of a belly, will they fit? I don't know. We're going to have to wait a few years to find out. Nonetheless, they were $2 each, and I thought that they were really cute. So I purchased them, and also they're 100% cotton. I don't know how many times the people washed them that had them before us, but they don't seem to be bunching. They also say to wash cold, and I did wash them not cold. Actually, I stripped them in incredibly hot water and put them out in the sun because I bought them secondhand. So they held up through me stripping them and through me putting them in really, really hot water. I mean, I wouldn't regularly wash diapers in really hot, but I do strip diapers. Then the other ones we got when we were there. Two more to show you. Before I do that, let's get a close-up of these for you. Close-up of these quickly. Go. Is that they are organic cotton in all of the places, I think. I think they're 100%, the label says they're 100% organic cotton in total. The outside of them kind of have like a fleece feel to them, which I'm assuming is used to keep the moisture like in. They're very thin, so we haven't put them to the test yet in terms of absorbency, which I'll explain in a moment. The reason for that is these are a size small, I'm assuming based off of the little S here, but they don't fit Elba. They are way too big. So I will get back to you when they eventually do fit her and we start to use them. I will be very happy if they hold something, but they look very thin. And maybe they only look thin because they're secondhand, and maybe I shouldn't be judging the thinness in terms of the absorbency, but we will see. Sorry, can only show you them. I can't comment on their use. I will say that the band, again, nice and thick, but the leg hole is very large, which is where it's not fitting. Oh, and similar to the little learners, they have the studs here on the side for easy removal. Mostly easy removal. There are 4. that you need to do up. So that's one more than the other ones have. And then the final trainer I've got to show you today is called Bummis. Also purchased secondhand. I will come show you a close-up in a moment. These are size medium and they currently fit Elba. I don't think they will fit much longer. Actually, the elastic is probably the thing that I'll comment on with the fit. This one, unlike the other ones, has a thin elastic here at the top. It's a nice one, like it's not a super tight elastic, but I did find that I pick up this one less because of the thin elastic here. I don't want it to be going into her. And these are like just still fitting. Actually, probably will stop using them this week. So a size medium for Elba is already too small, which means it's small if this company makes smalls, because I bought this secondhand and I didn't Google them. Here's a close-up of them. Very sweet design. What I found different about them is that they have like this kind of design here. This is different from the other ones. And then the absorbent part here. Something super about these, Knifey, is that yes, polyester on the side, polyester on the sides here, but the part that is touching the delicate parts is organic cotton. I really do like these. I only got one of them, it's about it secondhand, but I will say that these are a very nice option and potentially the small would fit from quite a young age. And with that, that is all the cloth trainers that we have and mostly have tried. Some of them obviously we haven't tried. If you've got any questions that I didn't cover in this video, please feel free to pop them down below and I'll answer them as best that I can. Anyway, I think Elba's reached her cap of me filming. So it's time for us to say goodbye. If you like this video, please like this video. I will share an elimination communication update very soon. Will you bye-bye say?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay.